Okay, this was a quick decision. I think I will use some jeans. Maybe I will cover it up with some lace or something, just because this jeans, I like this really, really much, but I will keep this for other things. This is way more than I need, so this side jeans are a bit too plain for me, so I need something on this that I create for my own. So I try to keep really much of this fabric. So just getting rid of this part we don't need, and this can go into the bin. You can reuse this. You can put it... Oh, this would look good. Maybe I will do this. I want to cover up these spines because this is a bit thin, because it's old. And I like how it looks, but I will put on some fabric. I just thought this would look good too. Okay, I will keep this, but not for this project, because I want to put on, just spoiling you, some of my fabric ruffles. I have way more. These are just some examples. Here's a bit of jeans too. So something like this, I think. Hopefully I remember later. Okay, now let's see how much is needed. Okay, I think I will cut it off here. And this looks really good on a cover. So I will keep this, of course. Oops. So now it would be fine if it would be a bit more straightened. It's really not impossible, not important. But you can use this rotate cutting tools. I don't have one, and I don't want one, to be honest, but you can use it. So these covers are upside down, but they are both upside down, so it's fine for me. I'm just trying to find out how much amount of jeans is needed. Oh, this is okay. This is fine. This is something like 2 centimeters, maybe 2.5, so 1 inch, I think. So this is fine, but not less. So I would cover this up like this, just gluing it down and then folding it in, because we will cover up the inside too. Just thinking if I need a closure before covering up the inside. I don't know. I think I will close it just with maybe I can show you. I have this. This is an elastic. No, this direction. This is an elastic. Maybe this will be the right size. We will see. Or another elastic maybe. Okay, so next step. We need our fabric and our covers. Okay, or one cover for the first attempt, just making sure they are not upside down. Okay, first of all I want to glue down my spine piece, and then gluing down these pieces, leaving a little gap, something like 5 millimeters, and then fold it in. Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, this will be the next step. Okay, I'm back. Let's just move on. As I told you before, fabric fix glue. Sorry, I'm just eating a bit of chocolate. Fabric fix glue will glue paper to paper, fabric to fabric, and fabric to paper. And because jeans is really thick, we don't have to smoosh it out with our finger tool, because it will not seep through. So just putting down some glue, as we did before, right to the edges. If you want to add some sewing, you would have to do this before gluing everything together. So I just thought put down this middle piece, and then you could sew around, but I don't want to do sewing for this project. Just telling you what you can do. So putting this down somewhere into the middle, just eyeballing. Of course you can measure this out, but eyeballing is fine for me. Maybe use your bone folder to smoosh this out. Oops. So this is a stretch jeans, I think. Yes, it's a bit stretchy, so it's a bit difficulter to work with, but it works out fine. So now I will put on some glue right on my, not on my cover in this case, but on my fabric. Right into the middle. Sorry. And then trying to leave a little gap. I will glue this on later. So trying to leave a gap from something like 5 millimeters. Again, just eyeballing. Okay, this looks fine. And then putting down my cover. Yes, this is the right side. Oops. Leaving this 5 millimeter gap thing. Or maybe this is only 3 millimeters, but this is fine. You can fold it over easy. A tiny bit more. Okay. Using my bone folder again to smoosh it out. I have my gap over here, just pressing it down a bit. And I will glue this on later, or I can do it by now. Why not? And you can leave this open if you want. I just turned it around because I'm right-handed and it's easier for me to work with from the right side. So just putting down some glue onto here. Oh, sorry. Okay, storing it upside down. And then I will do the same thing for here. Yes, this is the right direction. And I will do the same thing for here. Again, just eyeballing. I just put the glue right onto the fabric so that I don't have too much glue in this direction. Of course, you can put the glue right onto your cover as well. Sometimes I do it this way, but in this case I will do it this way. So trying to let the gap, I try to not put glue into the gap to don't make the fabric to be too stiff. But if it happens, it's no big deal. I know some crafters do this. I don't like to do this for my projects, but it's only a side note. So put this down somewhere like 4 to 5 millimeters, something like this. I will check. Yes, this opens and closes easily. Smoosh it down. Here's my gap. Putting this right into my gap. Okay, now the two covers are hinged together. This is what we wanted to achieve. Now we will glue on this fabric. In this case, I will just put some glue right onto my cover, because if I have glue out of this fabric, it's no big deal because we want to cover up the inside anyway. So just putting down some glue. But I think this could fit. And folding it over. Yes, you can see I put on too much glue, but because we will cover it, you can smoosh it out and rub it off. This is the cool thing about fabric fix glue. But we will cover it up anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So, okay, this looks good. There are some edges open like this. You can glue it on. This looks good. Now the same for the other side. And then I would have to decide what I want to put on the inside. I think I will put in a big piece of fabric. You can use paper or scrapbooking paper as well. I personally don't like to use it because it can rip when you fold it. So I don't like it to use it for my covers. And fabric is way more flexible. But it just depends on what you like. Some people, some crafters use papers or scrapbooking papers as well. Okay, cut all the edges. So this is our basic cover construction. Oh, I love it. Love it really much. And you could put on a closure onto here. I thought I had some, I bought some of this hair elastics. I could put on a pinhole stitch fastener over here, and then put on the hair elastic. But to be honest, I don't know where I put them. I bought them and I don't know where I have them right now. And I don't want to do this because then we have this big outstanding pinhole stitch fastener, and when you write into your journal like this, it would stand up a bit over here, so I don't like this. I don't want this for this project. Sometimes I do it, but I don't want it for this project. Okay, I want to cover up these parts. I like them and it looks really cool, but just because I don't trust these things over here because they are a bit old. So I will flip this around and cover these up the same as I did here, trying to keep as much of the original covers as I can. I will do it the same way like here. I just have to get some fabrics and then I will be right back. Okay, quick decision. I did not even have to turn off the camera. I will use this fabric because I like it so much and it's a good amount. Otherwise I could chop it off, but this is fine for me. I think it will be enough. Just double check. Yes, I think so. If not, I have some others, the same color and two other colors. You can use whatever you want. Of course, you can use two different pieces of fabric. I thought about this, but because I just have this at hand and I like it so much, I will use this. Just cut it to two pieces and see. Yes, we need a bit of overlap, left and right, and top and bottom. Okay, this looks good. Fabric fix glue. So in this case, I will start over here. In this case, I will put down my glue right onto the spine and then work my way through. So you see, you can do it different ways. You can put some glue into the gap. As I told you before, I try to avoid this because I have the feeling that the covers get too stiff then. I don't like it for my projects, so I try to avoid this. Even that this is a structured and shiny surface, the fabric fix glue will hold in place really, really well. So in this case, I will smoosh it out a bit because this is a bit of a thinner fabric. I worked with this before and I don't want to have too much glue seepage or glue lines seeping through my fabric. Okay, then put this on, just eyeballing, searching for something like the middle. If this looks good, smooshing it out, getting rid of the glue of my finger, just like this, using my bone folder to get this down. Okay, and now I will work my way through here. Okay, something like onto here. Just putting down some glue. I've not decided which kinds of signatures I will put in, but I created so many other journals. I think I will just watch my old videos or videos from other crafters and then decide what kind of signature I want to put in. So the covers are the easiest part for me. The signatures are the things I have to think of more, but I like to create everything. So the outside, the inside, everything is very much fun. So just put on a bit more glue here and there, just to catch the edges. Okay. Then I will flip this over because of the right-handed thing. And repeat the same step for here. So I think this is fine. Just eyeballing and working my way through. Okay. It's so relaxing. So relaxing. Crafting is so relaxing for me. And I'm so looking forward for the end result of this journal, because I did not do this before, this specific. I did do similar things. So with 2 spines, I created something before, but not this specific one. If it works out fine, I will do this again and put some of these into my Etsy shop, because I have more of these books. And of course you don't need these books as well. So I put this fabric the other way around, just because. Just thinking, I'm just double checking when I put it over like this, and the green side would be over here, how it looks. Yes, looks good. I will do it this way. So again, putting this over and putting it down like this. Yes. Okay, so we will repeat the step we did before, just covering this up. And then covering the inside, because I will not put on a closure which stays on the book. Not for this project, at least. Otherwise, it would be fine, or a good idea, to put on a closure, to create a closure before putting in the inside cover, because then, let's just put me down this fabric, making sure it is something like in the middle. Okay, it's in the middle. It's perfect. Not perfect, but perfect enough for me. So because then you could cover up, for example, you use a button and an elastic or something like this, and you could cover up the closure parts you don't want to be visible. So for example, you saw on the button, then you would have a little knot. Is it called knot? Yes, I think. So you won't be able to see the little knot you created. So I like to put on my closures before covering up the inside. So again, trying to not put some glue into the gap. This glue is not dried yet, so I can remove the fabric a bit, but it will grab really, really fast. This bottle is nearly empty, so I have to store it upside down to make the glue seep out really fine, really well. A bit much glue here. You can just rub it off with your fingers, or if you use other glues, for example PVA glue, you could use a wet wipe, so a baby wipe. Okay, let's see. Yes, maybe a bit more glue over here. Okay, turn it over again. Here's a little scratch, but I like it. I think it adds to the journal, so I will leave it as it is. And you can get so creative with these kinds of things. You can do so many things. This is what I love about creating junk journals. Being creative, creating writing space for me and for others, of course. So I create more junk journals than I can use, so this is why I will start an Etsy shop. When I film this, it's end of December 2024, but I put on my videos I created really many things for my Etsy shop, so now I have to create some journals for my own usage. But I put on the videos when I use the journals, because the journals I use by my own are usually for my pen pal, which is my best friend, and my nephew. So 2 pen pals. I have 2 pen pals, and I don't want to. I want to surprise them, so I don't want them to be able to see the things I created before they arrive at their homes. So this is why I will put this video online, not in December 2024, but later. I don't know when, because I don't know when I will use this journal. I don't know if my Etsy shop will be online when I put up this video. If it is, you will find the link down below in the info box. If not, this is an announcement. So I will open an Etsy shop because I created more journals than I can use by my own. And I tried out some things I like to create, but I don't like to use them for my own. So this is why I like to create journals even for others, not only for me. So to try out different styles. And hopefully there are people that like my style too and maybe want to recreate some things, or maybe want to buy a journal of mine. So, okay, repeat the steps over here. So really easy, really easy. And then I will go to my stash and watch out for or have a look for another fabric I want to put on the inside, so as a whole thing. You could put on just a fabric over here and then put on some panels over here, or put on panels over here and then a fabric on the inside. This I did a few times, not a few times, very many times before. Or maybe you like this and you want to leave it as it is, so this would be another possibility. So just putting down something here, maybe using a fabric this is long enough to fold it over in one go, not only like stripes like this or parts like this, but I don't know, maybe I will put on some paper panels and then, oh, I have to glue down this. And then putting on some fabric strips like I did here on the inside, but not folding them over. Then I would cut them off tiny little, so leaving a gap like this. I can cut this off. I've not decided what to do with the inside. I will decide later. For now I will cut this off. You can glue it down or cut it off or rip it off. I think I will just rip it off because I will cover it up anyway. Even if I don't know how, I will cover this up. So we don't want this loosened papers. Okay. Just getting rid of the loose parts and getting a bit rid of this old book cloth. Just be careful not to cut into your gap, so otherwise we would cover it up. We have the fabric on the outside, we can put on fabric on the inside, so the gap would be closed, but I wanted to be the covers to stay intact. So it's ripped a bit over here, don't know if you can see it on camera. So this is why this book is a bit older and a bit more used, a bit aged, I think. More aged than the other one, maybe, I think. Okay, it's a bit difficult to get this up, to get this off. Just work your way through, take your time, be patient, and it will work out fine. Okay, zack. Okay. Now we can work with this part, just getting rid of all the little loose things we don't need. And putting on our glue again. Oops, tiny bit of glue run into the gap, but it's no big deal if it's only this little bit. But I don't want glue in the whole gap. So last part, and then we can work on the inside. And I think I told you before I wanted to put on some of my fabric ruffles. I don't think I will do it because I like this fabric so much. So just changed my mind, but this is fine. And this can happen if you have a plan, you planned out on a project and start to work on it, and then you think, oh no, I can do it another way. So this happens really often to me. But this is fine. This is a free creativity you can use. You can do whatever you want. or sometimes you plan out and things don't work out and you have to find another solution. So, but this is the way it goes. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this is a bit stronger now. This is a bit loosened, but it's fine. Okay, this is our book so far. Oh, it looks cool. Oh, I like it. Really, really like it. It's so cool. And you open it up like this, and then you would have 2 books in one, to say so. So why creating 2 books in one? You could create it as a photo album, for example, for someone who gets twins. This would be fine. This was an initial idea I saw on this on another YouTube channel, but I just wanted to put together 2 books because I like it and I wanted to try out something else. And of course you could say you use this if you create writing space over here and here. You could write about one thing over here and about the other thing over here, something like this. Or you can put in other things. You can put in signatures over here, so like writing space. Then you could put something else into here, so maybe a flip up notepad or something like this, and a pocket over here. So this is the idea I saw on another channel, but I want to create just a writing journal. So okay, I don't need fabric ruffles over here. I need something over here for myself. So this is our new spine. I just thought maybe I could put on just a dangly. You could put out of your way and then you could write on it. Okay, but the dangly I can put on later. Okay, let's see. Okay, I need something for the inside now. I want to put on something over here because it's too plain for me. I've not decided. Maybe a ruffle onto here. I think so. But I can do this later. Okay, next step will be finding something for the inside. So I pulled out some stuff. I got this paper pad as a present from my mom. Thanks, Mom. I thought maybe, and I have this older fabric I patchworked together using this zigzag stitches. It's a while ago and I know it was a good amount of work. I thought about using this for the whole inside, so going on and on, but to be honest, it's so much work and I think it takes away too much because then it's only colorful, which I like, but I want to have some accents, to say so. So I want cut this to size and glue it down so it will not unravel, but I want to use these paper pads as well. And in this case, so you have 2 kinds of flowers and 2 kinds of, I even don't know. Oh, and I need a 3rd one over here. No, I want to put down some fabric over here. Okay, that's it. And in this case, I think I want to put down the papers first. You can put down the fabrics first and then cover it up with your papers. This would look cool too. So I'm just concentrating on the left side right now, just to decide what I want to have. And these are a bit thinner papers, so fabrics, so I have to decide what to do. I don't know, this way around or this way around. Both would go, so you could do both of it. Poor, I don't know. I don't know, I cannot decide. I think I will do it this way. Okay, I will cut down the panels to the size I need. So to this sizes like this papers. So a few millimeters off the cover height, and not right to the gap, but somewhere like over here, so that when you fold it over, your paper will not bend in the gap. And then I will glue it down. I will show you the gluing process, but not the cutting process. And then I will cut down my fabrics to size off camera and glue them down with you on camera. Okay, I cut out all my pieces, but because my hinged together fabric leftovers are a bit seeing through, not much, but I know these are a bit of thinner papers, fabrics, and I want them to cover this up, and I don't want to double them up. I will use my masking tape. Why not? I just have it. So these are all the panels I want to use. You can ink the edges if you want. I don't want to do it for this project. So I will use my masking tape to mask this up and to yeah, make this a bit plainer, to say so. Where's my starting point here? I don't know if this will work out with masking tape. I think I did not do it before, or not so many times, but why not? I see other crafters do this. Of course you can use washi tape as well, but I want some plain background. And this will give more strength to the spine. I don't think that more strength is needed, but why not? Cannot hurt. So not too much way to here, because the papers, maybe the fabric, but not the papers, they will go only like onto here, not the whole way up, up or down. So just trying out some new things with you. Where's the starting point here? Ah, okay. Please come off your roll. Thank you. Oh, maybe the whole thing. So just trying out how it will work out while using masking tape. Of course you can cut it off, but I will just rip it off. It's straight enough for me. Okay, this looks good. This is really seeing through too, so I will put on a second layer. And I will repeat the steps for all the I don't have anything for here, just the fabric. Okay, this is dark, this is white, so I have to cover this up again. So I will use a masking tape for all of the hinged parts, all of the gaps. So something like here. This is a bit too long. In this case I will use my scissors. Of course you can use some stronger tape as well, but it's just for the color, just to mute it down a bit, because my fabric is a bit seeing through. I just need another piece over here because of the color of the gap. Okay, let's double check, but I think this is fine. I can use a darker piece so nothing will shine through. This is fine for me. Masking tape is not so sticky, it's a bit like washi tape, but we will cover it up with the fabric, and then putting on the panels first and then covering it up with fabric, so it will hold in place. Not by its own, but with the other things I glue on. Oh, okay. So putting on some masking tape over here. Can use masking tape to hold your covers together, as I showed you before, in this direction or in this direction as I do now. I don't use it so much, but you can do this, and you can use other tapes, or for example Tyvek tape or duct tape. I don't have anything like this at home, but I see it on channels of other crafters. So this is really easy to work with too. So duct tape and Tyvek tape, these are really strong tapes. In this case you just would have, oh, I will cut it off. I think this is easier. In this case you just would have to cover it up. For example, Tyvek tape, it's there is the advertisement, I think it's called. So you have this printed Tyvek tape on the Tyvek tape, so you have to cover this up later. This is why I don't use it, and I don't know if it's accessible in Germany, but I don't like to use it because of this advertisement right on the tape. But you can do this, so you can use really many different things, different materials. There are so many ways to create junk journals. So let's see. I think this is okay. It don't have to be white everywhere. Maybe I can just not use this, or even this would cover it up, but something that is a bit more structured so it would not shine through so much. This is fine for me. And as you can see, this is way, it's bendable, but it's stronger. It's stronger now than this is. This is a bit more flimsy and this is stronger. So it adds some strongness to your journal, even if you use only this thin masking tape. So don't use too much of it. So, okay, I will put down something into the middle just to make it stronger. It's not necessary. I just like to strengthen it out a bit. So I have a few more minutes left, then we want to go for a dog walk. But I have a few minutes left for crafting, and then I will craft on later, today or tomorrow, or we will see. So last part of this masking tape. Okay, bone folder, bone folder, bone folder over here. So just go into the creases so that your cover bends easier. So the creases, not the cover itself. So maybe you can hear, I can feel it really well. It's way stronger by now. Okay, this is the same look as we had before. So then I would like to glue down my panels first. They are slightly different sizes, so I measured out every one and cut it to size, so that every one fits perfectly for the individual cover. Okay, where's my fabric gun? Okay, I don't know. Ah, on the floor. It just fell off the chair. So then I will cut out some pieces from this. And when you cut right into the sewing line, it can unravel, but it's no big deal because we will use fairy tack as well. Sorry, as we did before. So it will, maybe I will not use this piece because this is a bit shining through. Yes, but I will cut off some pieces and put them down. Okay, but now we have to go for a dog walk and I will finish this video later.